I used to be an extremely negative person. I remember for a long period of my life, I would be up till stupid times, 3 a.m. for example, and I'd just be thinking over and over again about negative situations and scenarios, which actually never happened. And I would do this on a consistent basis for no reason. It didn't add any value to my life, but that's what I was doing. And that's probably what you're doing. You overthink, you're negative, you speak negatively about yourself, and that's just your life. That's your reality. That's all you know. But in this video, I'm going to teach you how to stop negative thinking and how to be more positive. Because a negative life comes from negative speaking. So if you want a positive life, you need to learn how to speak positively about yourself. The first thing I want you to do if you want to stop negative thinking is to stop negative self talk and switch it with positive self talk. As I said, positive speaking leads to a positive life. So I want you to speak positively about yourself. And this is going to be really weird because if you think about it, it's actually normal to speak negatively about yourself. You rarely hear people saying nice things about themselves. They always try and beat themselves up. Oh, I'm so bad at this. Oh, I'm a loser. All of that talk is normal. And if you are the one who's saying good things about yourself, I'm a winner, I'm going to be successful, people start looking at you like you're a weirdo. Think about it. You're a weirdo. You're the odd one out if you say nice things about yourself. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So I sympathize with you because that's why we both spoke negatively about myself. I mean, I used to, you still do it because it's normal. We're taught to be negative. And when you're a positive person, when you speak positive words, especially about yourself, you're now arrogant. You're now the person who has a big head and thinks that they're better than everyone else just because you're saying nice things about yourself. And that's why when you compliment people and you're genuine with your compliments, a lot of people are really touched by it because they're not used to people saying nice things about them. People say negative things to them and they say negative things to themselves as well. So I want you to switch this all up. I want you to be the odd one out and I want you to start speaking positively about yourself. Be a positive person. And the truth is, in life, there are so many people who are going to say negative things about you. I can't even start to list the number of negative things that have been said about me when I've tried to achieve my goals. When I've said good things about myself and people say, no, that's not true. This is what you are, and they say something negative. People are going to say all sorts of negative things. They're going to make up negative lies about you. So why add to that? Why add to that long list of negativity when you can be the positive influence in your own life? Speak positively about yourself. Don't hold back. It will feel weird initially. People will look at you weirdly when you're saying positive things about yourself in public initially. But stick with it because this is your life. This is literally your life. It's not something to play around with. Speak positively about yourself because every single positive thing I've ever said about myself has happened. I can promise you that. Every single thing that I said about myself has happened. And everything I'm saying about myself now that's positive, I know it will happen as well. So if you want that to be your case, then start speaking positively about yourself. If this advice has helped you so far, I have a community where I help young men live purposeful lives and reach their full potential. And one common problem that I've seen amongst many young men is negative thinking, overthinking, worrying, all of this stuff linked to mindset. Join my community and I can help you overcome these things. We can work together and fix your mindset and help it become more positive. Because as I said, a positive mindset and positive thinking leads to a positive life. The second thing you're going to do if you want to stop negative thinking is you're going to create your words for life. This is something that I did at a very young age and I didn't understand its power. So I stopped it. But now I started again because I've realized how transformative it is. When I say create your words for life, I want you to write down everything you want from life. Write down all of your goals and how you want those goals to turn out, the results you want. So let's say you're currently someone who isn't doing too well in school. You're going to write down that you're doing well in school. Let's say you don't have many friends. You're going to write down that you're a legend and that everyone wants to be your friend. If you're someone who wants to achieve a certain goal, let's say you want to become the best at your favorite sport, you're going to write that down. And you're going to say these things all the time. And you're going to say it like it's already happened. Words of life. You're speaking words of life. Can you see? Words of life, not words of death. Because that's a norm. People normally speak death into their life. They're saying all of these negative things about themselves, not realizing that your brain doesn't know when you're joking or not. Your brain listens to your words and it's like, okay, I'm a loser is what you say. So your brain thinks, oh, I'm a loser. And your body and the way you act and the way you carry yourself and the way you think is going to align with what you're saying. I'm a loser. But when you say I'm a winner, when you say that I'm a legend, when you say that I'm the man, I'm that guy, I'm going to be successful, I can do anything I put my mind to. Your brain hears that, your brain believes you, and your brain causes your body, your thoughts, your thinking to align with what you're saying. So when I said all of these things about myself, when I was just, let's say, 14, 15, I didn't realize what I was doing. But my body aligned, my brain aligned with those things I was saying, and that's how it happened. I look back at some of the things I used to say, and I'm like, wow, this has really happened. Maybe not straight away, maybe a year later, some of the stuff happened. Maybe 2 years, maybe 5 years, but it all happened because my body aligned with what I was saying. So decide what you want from life. Decide what goals you want to achieve. Decide the kind of person you want to become. And when you decide that, start speaking it. Don't worry about what other people say. You're going to seem crazy. Oh, people are going to think I'm weird when I'm saying things. People are going to think I'm arrogant. Of course they're going to think you're arrogant because all they do is speak negatively about themselves. And that's why their lives are the way they are. If you look at any successful person, any of them, they seem delusional. They have this mindset that you're like, how do you believe this stuff about yourself? Think of someone like Cristiano Ronaldo, the famous football player. Some call it soccer. He speaks positively about himself. He says, in my mind, I believe I am the best. He believes he's the best, and that's why he is the best. If you want to be successful, you need to believe. You need to be able to say it. Believe it in your mind. Say it with your mouth. You don't necessarily need to say it in front of everyone and now become this arrogant person to the world, but at least say it to yourself. At least say it in private. If people question you and ask you something and you have a choice to say something negative about yourself or something positive, speak positively about yourself. Back yourself. Because again, I promise you, if you don't have your own back, if you can't speak positive words about yourself, and you can't say, I'm going to achieve this, I'm going to be successful, I promise you, no one's going to do it for you. You need to believe in yourself before anyone else will. You need to back yourself before anyone else is going to back you. People look at results. So until you have results, no one's going to believe and support you. Maybe a few people, maybe your mom, maybe your dad, maybe your brother, or your best friend. You can count it all on one hand, the maximum number of people who are going to believe in you before you have results. But you need to believe in yourself. And the way you're going to do that, the way you're going to reinforce that belief in yourself is by having these positive words of life that you're going to speak every single day or as often as you can, maybe even multiple times a day. And as you speak these words, you'll start to believe them and your actions will align with those words. So when you say, I'm a winner, your body's going to believe you. You're going to start acting like a winner. You're going to start acting like the person who has achieved those goals that you want to achieve in life. And watch, you're going to achieve those things. This is such an important step because if you can't speak positive words about yourself, if you can't even say that you're going to be successful, I promise you it's never going to happen. You're going to be just like everyone else. And I know you don't want to be just like everyone else. You want to be successful. You want to achieve your goals. You want to make your parents proud. You want to change lives. You can do it, but you have to speak positively about yourself. Now, the third thing that you need to do if you want to stop negative thinking is you need to be around positive, like-minded individuals. One of the reasons why you are so negative is because it is normal to be negative. And it's normal to be negative within your circle. The people that you hang around say negative things all the time. So you're almost peer pressured into saying negative things. If you're with three friends, one friend says something negative, the next friend says something negative, another one says something negative. If you say something positive now, you're going to feel like the odd one out and you're not going to feel comfortable in that friendship group. So that's why you speak negatively about yourself as well, even though you don't want to. But if you surround yourself with positive people and they speak positively, one person, then another, then another, if you say something negative now, you're the odd one out. Now, which scenario is it better to be the odd one out in? The one where everyone's speaking negatively and you say something positive, or when everyone's speaking positively and you say something negative? It's better to be around the people who are speaking positively and you say something negative, because now you're going to be peer pressured into speaking positively rather than peer pressured into speaking negatively. Because as we said, do you want to be peer pressured into death or into life? So hang around positive people. Hang around people who believe in themselves. I will say this, hand held on my chest. If you're around me, you'll believe that anything is possible. You'll believe that you're a winner. You'll believe that you can do anything you put your mind to because you can. That's what will happen if you're around me. But the kind of people you hang around right now, you think you're worse than you are. Your self-identity is lower than what it should be. You want to achieve these great things that are up here, but right now you look at yourself like you're here. You have confidence issues. You can't even be yourself. You feel like you're being judged by everyone around you. You need to be around positive, like-minded individuals if you want to stop negative thinking and if you want to live a positive, successful life. As I said before, I have a community where I help young men live purposeful lives and reach their full potential. And even me, I've been surprised by the type of people who have been joining my community. Young men who are driven, who are positive, who are chasing after their goals at such a high standard. And every single person who joins my community always says that their standards have been raised because they're seeing people win on a regular basis in the community. And now they think, I need to win as well. I don't want to be the odd one out who's not achieving. The same way I said with that example, you're around positive people. You don't want to be the person speaking negatively. So now you're peer pressured in a positive way to speak positively about yourself. It's the same in my community. You're going to feel peer pressured into being a successful young man, into being someone who is doing something with their life, leveling up in every area you can, in confidence, in your mindset, in the gym, with your communication, attracting your dream partner, improving your social skills, overcoming lust, mastering your social media. Anything that you want to improve in, you can improve in the environment of my community. If you want to join the community, click the link in my description and I'll see you inside.